Hey guys, so let me take this off. I told you guys I got my first nursing job offer yesterday and I did accept it, so I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about it. But I have to fix my hair because I have onboarding today and they're taking my picture. I don't really like how this like camera angle is that kind of better? Kind of, I guess. So let me think. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I got a scholarship through the hospital one of the hospitals that I do clinical at. Why does my hair like do that? You guys see that in the front? Why are we doing that? It's giving George Washington. These came out really good. I just hope they stay like this for the pictures. I'm gonna try not to touch them. Anyway, I got a scholarship from one of the hospitals I do clinical at before I even started nursing school. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before. I was very excited. I was like really proud of myself just because I've never I mean, it's a community college, but I've never paid for college. So I don't know, it's just something like I'm debt free basically, and that's just something I'm really proud of. And I think it's because growing up, like I'm a child of divorce, and money just like made the world go round in my family. And not that we were stingy, but we just, there was always money problems. Obviously I'm a child of divorce, like what else could there have fucking been? So I've just always kind of like stressed about that. Like I save my money so much, I work so much, and I'm just always worried about debt. Like literally I use my credit card for gas. As soon as I see it pending, or as soon as I see it pop up and available to pay, I will pay it. I don't have a credit card statement every month that I just go and pay. I pay it as soon as it's available to pay. So yeah. So I was just very proud of myself. But again, like I just said, I work a lot and I save my money, and I didn't need the scholarship. I don't need the scholarship. It was a full complete ride through my program, my nursing program. So that obviously saved me a good amount of money. I was very thankful. I also had $2 grand from my previous college from scholarships that I had brought over as well. So yeah, the agreement was to work there for 2 years after. I did not take this scholarship because of the money. I took it because I knew it would be a really, really good networking opportunity. I think that if you don't need to go to school for, like, if you don't need whatever you're going to school, like if you don't need a degree for whatever you want to do in your life, you don't need a degree. I don't think you need a business degree. I don't like stuff like that. I just like, you can network, you can learn like through people so much better than I think school can. And yeah, so I knew that it would help me network, and it did. It really did. And I've met so many nice people, and just this, that, and the third. I've met great people. So the agreement was to work there for 2 years after I graduate as an RN. I planned on paying this money back, and it's still kind of up in the air, because basically there was some miscommunication. I didn't know if we were like applying or what the case may have been, because like we have an agreement, I have to work there after. So what, like, why am I applying? Like, you know, like you basically own me for 2 years. Like what? I don't get it. So I basically had this meeting with this lady that I really loved. I loved her when I met her. She has like every letter of the alphabet after her name. This woman is like, I have so much respect for her. I talked to her when like I first met everyone at the breakfast, and I was just like amazed by this woman, the stories that she told, and I was just like asking a million questions, this, that, and the third. I had a meeting with her, and it was like 5 minutes, and it is not what I expected it was going to be. Basically, she was just telling me that like I need to apply and I need to hurry up, and like they paid my tuition, they paid my tuition, they paid my tuition. So it was just very discouraging, and I basically told her like I really want to get into the ICU. I'm very interested in the ICU. However, their ICU is more of like a step down ICU. It's not too intense. However, that's probably a good place for a new grad to be because it's not a super traumatic ICU. Do you know what I mean? It's more of a step down, if you guys are familiar with that. So I told her that, and I was like, I'm very interested in PACU and ambulatory surgery, which it's like same day surgery, and like when you get out of the OR, you sit in PACU and they kind of just like monitor your vitals, give you any pain meds or medication that you may need after surgery, wait for you to kind of come out of anesthesia and stuff like that. Make sure you're breathing. Like some people come out of anesthesia and like a lot of people have sleep apnea. You have to like push their jaw up and wake them up instead of like a sterno rub, just stuff like that. Like it's more I didn't know this, but it is like critical care. I had an amazing time at this hospital, and that's like what's important. I don't want to work somewhere where I don't like the staff, I don't like the environment. Oh, we don't hire new grads there. You're a teaching hospital. What do you mean you don't hire new grads there? And it is critical care, but it's like soft nursing. It's not, those patients aren't your patients all day. A couple hours, if that. So that was discouraging because I love this staff. They were all so nice. Like so nice. Like there was this one nurse when I was in ambulatory surgery that like followed me around to help me do IVs. And if I couldn't get it, like she would like make sure to fix it and like not have to poke that. Like amazing staff. Okay. And I told her like I think I would just like learn a lot there and grow a lot and be very supported, right? And then she was like, we don't hire new grads there. And I was like, okay, like I guess I'll apply to the ICU. And she was like, I don't think we have any ICU positions open. The day that I schedule my interview, I end up getting sick. Like I had a really bad stomach bug. It was Tuesday. It was last Tuesday. I woke up at 4:30 and just vomited. I don't do that. I'm never like that. It was actually everything I ate from Chipotle. Like 8 hours ago, all just came up. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Okay, so it was like I went back to sleep. It was like 7:30, and I was like, yeah, there's no way I can like push through today. Like I feel like a rock. Like it was just so bad. So anyway, I emailed her. I was like, hey, like I'm not gonna make it to clinical today. Like I'm really sick. I'm not gonna make the interview today. She's like, okay, no problem. Like I hope you feel better. Blah 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 blah. We'll reschedule. Just like let me know. Come to find out, it's probably like 12 minutes into the interview. She's telling me about herself. She's asking me about the hospital. She's telling me about the hospital, whatever. And she's like, what did you apply for again? What are you interested in? What? Like, do you even have my application in front of you? Like, why did I apply? And I was like, the ICU. I was like, I was really interested in PACU and ambulatory. The person told me that you guys don't hire new grads there. And she was like, yeah, we're not hiring new grads in the ICU anymore either. So she tells me about all these other positions she has, which is literally just for the med-surg floors. And then tells me about this like house float position, right? And she's like, so what are you interested in? And I was like, is the ICU not an option? Like I applied for the ICU. Like this person told me that new grads are allowed in the ICU. That's what I told her I was interested in. That's what I was able to apply to because there's an opening position. Like, what is going on? What kind of tomfoolery is it? Bring out the cameras. Am I being fucking pranked? So she's like, yeah, we don't hire new grads. Like, going to med-surg is your best option. Like that's what I did. And then she tells me about this like house float position. So basically that's what I took. I took this house float position, which doesn't get paid more than a regular floor nurse that has her own floor. Weird, because float nurses usually get paid more, but it's literally just a float nurse between the 3 med-surg floors, which I figure would just be good experience if that's all that they're offering. But today I'm gonna bring it up like, hey, they have ICU positions open and ambulatory and PACU. Like, why didn't I get hired for that? Why? Like, can you get down to the bottom of the fucking nitty-gritty? But yeah, I don't know. However, the reason I'm doing the onboarding today, the story is so fucking long, I'm really sorry. But basically the story is, the reason I'm doing the onboarding today is it is April 8th. They were pushing me and rushing me because they were like, there is a early commitment sign-on bonus for new grads. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it now, just in case I do double back and end up actually taking the job. I just, like, give me the fucking most money amount possible, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. So yeah, that's why. Whoever called me, like, they did such a good job of hiring that woman because she was so happy and so excited for me. Like, I wish I could have recorded like how she sounded because it was like she was ecstatic for me, and I was just like, I think she wants the job instead. I'm trying to be like thankful and grateful and whatever for the opportunity. I'm trying not to complain. That's not what this is about. But anyway, onboarding photos. I'm just in a black long sleeve, but I'm in my like scrub pants because this is what I have clinical today, and I'm gonna be the charge nurse. Do I look like a charge nurse? No, not at all. I look like a bad fucking bitch that belongs in the ICU. Baddies belong in the ICU. Baddies belong where they want to go, and I want to go in the ICU. So anyway, that's it. Love you all so much. Goodbye.